History is filled with moments of profound tragedy, but some events stand alone in their devastating scale. We often remember wars, plagues, and famines, but rarely a single day so catastrophic, so absolute in its destruction, that it claims more lives than many conflicts combined. We're talking about a day that by almost every measure remains the single deadliest event in human history. A day largely unknown to the modern world, yet one that forever altered the lives of millions. That day was January 23rd, 15, and what unfolded was an unfathomable natural disaster, an earthquake in China that within mere moments extinguished an estimated 800,000 lives. This is the story of that forgotten catastrophe, a chilling testament to Earth's raw power and humanity's enduring vulnerability. To truly grasp the horror of January 23rd, 1556, we must first understand the world into which it erupted. This was Ming Dynasty China, a civilization at the zenith of its power and cultural achievement. Under the Jijing Emperor, China was a vast and populous empire, renowned for its advancements in art, science, and engineering. The region most affected, Shaanxi province, was a vibrant heartland, a fertile basin crisscrossed by rivers, home to bustling cities like Xi'an and countless agricultural villages. It was a place where life had unfolded for millennia, a cradle of Chinese civilization. Yet beneath this seemingly stable landscape lay a hidden danger. The geology of Shaanxi, particularly its unique lowest soil formations, made it profoundly susceptible to seismic activity. This particular soil, a fine, silty sediment deposited by wind, allowed for easy construction of homes carved directly into cliff sides, known as yaodongs. These cave dwellings, seemingly robust, were about to become death traps. The night of January 23, 1556, began like any other. Farmers slept soundly after a day in the fields, merchants in the cities dreamt of fortunes, and families huddled together against the winter chill. There were no warning signs, no premonitions of the cataclysm about to unfold. At approximately 5 a.m., just before dawn, the earth began to rumble, not a gentle tremor, but a violent, wrenching convulsion. The ground split, not in small cracks, but in vast, gaping fissures many meters deep and wide. Mountains collapsed, rivers changed their courses, and entire valleys were reshaped in an instant. The earthquake's magnitude is estimated to have been around 8.0 on the Richter scale, making it one of the most powerful seismic events in recorded history. But it was the combination of its intensity, the time of day, and the unique geology that made it so uniquely lethal. The true horror of the Shaanxi earthquake was amplified by the region's distinctive architecture. For centuries, millions of people in Shaanxi and Shaanxi provinces had lived in yaodongs, a remarkable form of cave dwelling. These homes, carved into the soft, porous lowest cliffs, provided natural insulation, keeping residents warm in winter and cool in summer. They were cheap to build and seemingly secure, but during a severe earthquake, these earthen dwellings transformed instantly into mass graves. The lowest soil, while easy to dig, liquefies under intense seismic pressure, turning the very ground into a treacherous, unstable mass. The caves collapsed inwards, burying entire families alive, trapping them beneath thousands of tons of earth and debris. It was an inescapable fate for hundreds of thousands, a horrifying testament to the fragility of human habitation when confronted by nature's fury. While the yaodongs were catastrophic, cities too faced unimaginable destruction. Xi'an, the ancient capital, a city renowned for its fortified walls and grand architecture, was devastated. The towering pagodas and temples crumbled. Imperial buildings became rubble, and its massive city walls, some of the largest in the world, were severely damaged, with large sections collapsing. Other major cities like Huaqian and Weinan were virtually wiped off the map. Historical accounts describe cities where 60% of the population perished instantly. The sheer force of the quake leveled everything. Survivors emerged into a landscape unrecognizable, a vast, silent graveyard of shattered masonry and pulverized earth, stretching as far as the eye could see. The initial shock was just the beginning. The official Ming Dynasty annals record an astonishing death toll of 830. While exact figures from the 16th century are challenging to verify, this number is widely accepted by historians as representing the direct fatalities from the earthquake, combined with the immediate aftermath. It's not merely a number, it represents entire families, entire villages, entire communities, erased from existence in a single moment. Imagine a loss equivalent to the population of a major modern city, vanishing in mere seconds. This makes it far deadlier than any single battle, any single storm, or any other natural disaster in recorded history. The scale is almost impossible to comprehend, a testament to the devastating power of a major seismic event in a vulnerable, densely populated region. For those who survived the immediate collapse, a new nightmare began. The earthquake didn't just kill, it destroyed the very infrastructure of life. Roads were impassable, water sources contaminated, and food supplies buried or ruined. The bitter winter compounded the misery, with survivors facing freezing temperatures, starvation, and exposure. As time wore on, disease inevitably followed.
Without sanitation, clean water, or medical aid, epidemics of typhus, dysentery, and plague swept through the displaced and weakened population, claiming countless more lives. The long-term effects were felt for decades, with agricultural land ruined, forests destroyed, and communities permanently scarred. The psychological trauma for the survivors, who witnessed such utter devastation, must have been profound and enduring. What caused such an unprecedented disaster? The 1556 earthquake occurred along a major fault line known as the Whitehole or Wei River Graben. This geological rift valley is highly active and prone to large-scale seismic events. The unique aspect was the lowest plateau. This fine yellowish soil is incredibly fertile, but highly susceptible to liquefaction during an earthquake. This means the solid ground can temporarily lose its strength and behave like a liquid, causing structures to sink or collapse, even on relatively flat ground. Modern seismology allows us to understand these forces, but in 1556 it was simply understood as an act of divine wrath or cosmic imbalance. The lack of scientific understanding compounded the helplessness of the victims. Despite the overwhelming scale of the disaster, the Ming Dynasty government did attempt to respond, albeit with the limited resources and understanding of the era. The Jiajing Emperor ordered relief efforts, including tax exemptions for the affected regions, and the dispatch of grain and other supplies. However, the sheer destruction of infrastructure made large-scale aid incredibly difficult to deliver. Roads were destroyed, communication was disrupted, and the bureaucracy itself was likely crippled. Local officials undoubtedly struggled to cope with the sheer volume of dead and wounded, facing challenges that would overwhelm even modern disaster relief efforts. The scale of human suffering simply dwarfed any organized response capacity of the time. The memory of the 1556 earthquake was meticulously preserved in Chinese historical records. Accounts from survivors and officials paint a vivid, terrifying picture. The annals of Huaqian County describe how mountains and rivers changed places, and fissures appeared like ravines. These records, often sparse in detail by modern standards, collectively underscore the unimaginable scale of death and destruction. Yet despite this meticulous internal documentation, the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake remains largely unknown in global history narratives. It speaks to how easily even the most colossal human tragedies can be overshadowed or simply forgotten outside of their immediate cultural context. A testament to the selective nature of collective memory, the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake stands as a stark, chilling reminder of Earth's raw, unpredictable power. It underscores our vulnerability in the face of natural forces, no matter how advanced our civilizations become. But more than that, it is a testament to the immense value of every single life lost, and the profound tragedy of such a colossal yet often forgotten human catastrophe. As we strive to build resilient societies and improve disaster preparedness today, the lessons from January 23, 1556, by unearthing these buried histories, we not only honor the memory of the 800,000 lost, but also gain crucial insights into safeguarding our future against the planet's most formidable forces. The deadliest day in human history serves as a perpetual warning, urging us to never forget the past, and always prepare for what may come.